people with disabilities find it difficult to go to the surgeries and the hospitals. It's found like people with disabilities are so frightened of the hospitals.
And of course, checking on how their health is, and of course, as a regard to, are they getting the right treatment? Are they being cared about? It's not just a matter of going to doctors and the doctor just prescribes you some medication and that is it. It's about making sure that that medication is also helping you. Are you getting what you're supposed to be getting? Are you being treated for what your condition is in the right way? Are you given the right medication? And what's the effects of the medication?
Important because people might not enjoy when they're in hospital with learning difficulties. They might feel it's bad and wrong.
And my experience of going to a GP is that I went to the GP as I was concerned, as I had some lumps in my breast, and then I was then referred to the hospital to have a mammogram, but it was never explained to me why I needed that, and I was not given no information about what would be involved as well, and I didn't feel prepared for that as well. Yeah, I was feeling quite scared because I saw it was this big machine and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I wasn't sure how long I had to wait for the results or anything like that. And I wasn't sure about what the different results meant as well.
It's important to make sure people with disabilities are getting checked equally at hospitals, is the same as everybody else. They're getting the same amount of time with the doctors and nurses, and making sure the health's all right, and understand what the problem is. They explain properly to the person with disability to what the problem is, what the illness is.
So when people quality check the services, it will make a big difference to people. Make people feel more comfortable and more relaxed about using services, and they won't feel as excluded as well.
On a personal level, I feel that it's really important in doing this job because my son himself has Asperger's syndrome, so he's very verbal. He's able to talk to people. He'll be able to tell people his name and sort of other things about himself. However, he did have an experience where he once had an operation when he was younger for appendicitis, and he went to hospital for this, and although he is able now to talk about that experience, when he actually broke his leg, he went with it undetected for 2 days because he wasn't able to say actually that his foot hurt. The only thing he was able to say was that his tummy hurt because, of course, his previous experience of hospital was actually having his appendix out. So he wasn't able to distinguish between his tummy being sore to his foot being sore. So, that's somebody that's quite able to communicate with people, and yet something as important as having a broken foot went undetected.
I have type 2 diabetes, and I'm always seeing different doctors there when I go and get my results. And if I had a health passport, they would know about my health and my history on it, and they wouldn't have to ask questions if they knew the GP in the practice. It'd be less stress on me, so I would know when I go for an appointment with any of the GPs in my practice, they wouldn't ask me any questions because it would be there ready.
I have difficulties myself, and I have lots of friends with learning disabilities as well. And one thing that I'm really conscious of, how difficult it is to navigate the NHS and how poor standards can be around providing accessible information, around ensuring everybody's experience is the same, also around just booking appointments and people's experience whilst in appointments and such. So it's really important that we monitor that from a learning disability point of view.
We need to try to get things going for everyone all over the United Kingdom, sort of thing. So I think it's really important that we share information sometimes. And it's always good to keep up the work, like getting the information from people and giving information. It's part of making it better.
A lot of people get deprived of being helped and neglected because of people's disability and learning difficulty, and I've always been one to say no, that shouldn't be.